We need a spirit-filled preachers to teach us right from wrong. We need our old-fashioned seekers who pray all night long. We need some good gospel singing to help us go another mile. The church will triumph, oh Lord, and go home in a little while. It'll be worth it after all, child. It'll be worth it after all. After all of these struggles, we'll hear Jesus call. It'll be worth it after all, child. It'll be worth it after all. After all of this climbing, it'll be worth it after all. When you're down in the valley, prayer is all I can do. The Lord sends deliverance and strengthens you. And if you're up on that old mountain and see me struggling alone, just lift my name up to Jesus. Let's help each other make it home. It'll be worth it after all, child. It'll be worth it after all. After all of these struggles, we'll hear Jesus call. It'll be worth it after all, child. It'll be worth it after all. After all of this climbing, it'll be worth it after all. After all of this climbing, it'll be worth it after all. Words cannot describe its beauty, as upon the stem it grows, matchless in its glory, the tender little rose. But when its petals are broken, the greatest beauty it shows. For more sweeter the fragrance of the broken rose, the most beautiful rose was broken one day, nailed to a tree on a hill far, far away, forsaken by his friends. He was bruised by his foes. How sweet is the fragrance of heaven's sweet rose. Where they laid heaven's rose in a borrowed tomb, But on that third day, heaven's rose again did bloom. Now to the heights of heaven, down to the deepest hell, the fragrance of heaven's rose doth continually dwell. The most beautiful rose was broken one day, nailed to a tree on a hill far, far away, forsaken by his friends. He was bruised by his foes. How sweet is the fragrance of heaven's sweet rose. Forsaken by his friends, he was bruised by his foes. How sweet is the fragrance of heaven's sweet rose. Heaven's sweet rose.
Well, good evening, everybody. You got my mic on there, Brother David? Okay. Good evening, everybody. Happy Wednesday night to you, and appreciate y'all logging on and being with us on Wednesday night. It's cold out there. It turned off cold on us. So we do appreciate you being here tonight. As far as prayer requests, continue to pray for our pastor and Sister Donna, and we sure appreciate your prayers for them and our nation. And pray for John. He was a salesman there at Patterson. Actually sold several cars to several people out here. And his 11-year-old son is having gallbladder surgery on Friday, and he's asking for prayer for that. So y'all pray for John's, the salesman at Patterson, his son. And also Cy's household there, Charity and David, I think, is that right? But their household looks, they are all sick and they're getting tested for COVID. So y'all continue to pray for them and that the results, and the Lord would help them through that. And also, you remember Sister Harden and them and in your prayers as well. Micah asked if we would pray for his class, continue to do so there. So just remember Micah Busby as he works his way through the police academy. And also, Brother Joe Brown is a preacher there in Bodcall, Arkansas. You all know Brother Joe. His sister Peggy collapsed and died unexpectedly this morning. So pray for that family and that church there, and also Aunt Billie Jean and them also as they are there in that church. So just pray for them as they mourn the loss, but I'm sure she's in heaven as well. So y'all just pray for that church. And also pray for those traveling. We have several that are out and some up north in the snow. And so as they try to get home, just pray for all those. We have people travel every week out of our church, and the Lord's always been gracious, but continue to pray for those that travel. And Virgo, he's a man that's been listening in Guam. He's been listening on our services for, I guess, a year or so, and been faithful to do that every week. But his dad had a mini stroke today, and he had texted me and asked if we would have prayer for his dad. I also put it on the website, so if you have any prayer requests you'd like to put on the website, it's hbclive.com, and you go to the prayer request page and put it up, and it's nice to be able to put it there. So And if you have time, you can go to the page and also pray for those that are on that page as well. But continue, just pray for Virgo and his dad. And announcements tonight. As you know, it is cold outside, and it's supposed to get down in the 20s, I think, tonight, as I was seeing. So, and I know it may be a little late, but you might check your faucets and outside. And also, a lot of times if you have a water hose hooked up to that faucet and you don't unscrew it, that really causes freeze to get in there. There may not be much, too bad tonight. It's going to stay for a while, but it should thaw out. But I'm sure there's going to be some freezing. But if a water hose is connected to the faucet, then it does freeze a whole lot easier. So they say unscrew those at least and maybe put something over the faucet. But it's supposed to be cold tonight, so check your faucets. And also, we'd like to say thank you to all the parents. We just about completely finished up with our homeschooling efforts, and we do appreciate each and every one of you. Know it's a challenge there at the house, and we do appreciate you taking care of that and hanging with us as we're working through all the different situations and online. Appreciate the kids hanging tough with us too. I know the studying and trying to learn online is just tough. So we do appreciate each and every one of you and your parents and what y'all done to let us be able to get finished this year in school. So Lord willing, we start back January the 4th. And also Sunday morning, I believe, is going to be online again. So Sunday morning will be online again, and we may do that through the first of the year, and maybe on the first Sunday of the new year come back, I believe is the plan. And if it's not, we'll take something different. But good Lord willing, online Sunday morning. Of course, Saturday night we have prayer meeting, and then we're looking forward to Sunday morning services as well and what the Lord has for us through our pastor. So I believe now the youth group has got a Christmas video ready for us. And Brother David? That's a good thing. They can hear me but can't see me. Somebody says the best Wednesday night yet. Can't see it. So we need to restart the program? Okay, we have technical difficulties in the booth. Needless to say, we're missing Brother Jack. No, you're doing good, David. Sorry. No, but the internet or something back there, or the stream is having a hard time. What we may have to do, folks, is if you give us about 5 minutes or so, we may have to shut it down and kind of reboot it and see if we can't get the video going. And so I guess they heard everything, so y'all heard the announcements, and we'll work on the video. So thank you very much for joining us, and thank you for your patience.
From the lofty courts of heaven came above